Hello everyone, so today we have another question for statics or the equilibrium questions. If that is the first time for you on that channel, that is the third video for like solving some problems about the equilibrium or statics. So if that is the first time for you, I'll advise you to watch the first two videos. The first one was like an easy example, the second one was medium. This one is kind of like we're going into more harder questions about statics. So let's get started for this question. The compressive axial force in member CD due to the suspended mass M is 4 kilonewton. Determine the axial force in members BC, and BD and indicate they are in tension or compressive. Right. For the first of all, he gave us one number, 4 kilonewton. And if you didn't notice, he said mass M. He didn't speak about this. That's not 4 kilonewton because that's a mass. That's supposed to be kilogram. Kilonewton, that's the force of CD. Okay, be careful about that. He's talking about the force in CD. Right. For one question like that, you have only this one that you know. The other parts you don't know. So in the free body diagram, we're gonna pick up the points, the point that we kind of can help us. Okay. So in any question like that, think about which one you know more information about. So you know about CD. So let's pick up point C. Okay, we're gonna make a free body diagram on C. So I'm kind of cutting it just to let you know. We kind of cut it, okay, to get the forces. We write like free body diagram, just cut it. Okay, so we kind of cutting it like that. Okay, so we know here it will be force of CB. Force CD, because that's the force of CD, and that is force of CE. Okay, so that is in the x-axis, that is in the y-axis, that has an angle. Okay, let's think about it. So we have here, we can get this angle because we know this one is 4 meters and this one is 6 meters. So basically you're gonna make shaft 10 by the calculator for shaft 10 4/6, which is 10 inverse 4/6. So this theta, let's write it down, 33.69. But we don't need this theta, we need this theta. So basically we know this 90, we know this one is 33, so basically we make 90 minus this number because the total is 180. So this one is 56.3. So let's write it down. FBD, there's a free body diagram. At point C. Theta equal theta 1, 56.3. Okay, that making sense? Clear, I believe. Let me know if any questions, but we just cut it. FCB, FCD, FCD. Oh, that's FCE. My bad. Okay, let's make FCE kind of like an x-axis and y-axis. You see, as I mentioned last video, you see this angle, there's a force. If you want the force to go like that way, it will be going down also, FCE cosine theta 1, and here as FCE sine theta 1. Making sense? Here we'll make it an y-axis and x-axis. Okay, let's get started on solving the problem. Now the free body diagram at the point C is done. So we'll start with summation of x equals 0 because it's equilibrium. Okay, x-axis, look at the x-axis. We'll have FCB in this direction, going this way, and we'll have FCE sine theta in the opposite direction. So that's negative FCE sine, let's write down the theta, 56.3 equals 0. Okay, so basically you can write down FCB equal FCE sine 56.3. Okay, that is the first equation we have. Okay, and let's make the f of y equals 0 again because it's equilibrium. Do not forget that's the easiest way we can, that's the only way we can do it. That's equilibrium. F of y equals 0. So let's look at y directions. We have both of them going for the same direction, downward. So we have FCD plus FCE, that's FCE. This one is cancelled out. So FCE cosine theta, let's write down 56.3. Is anything else? Nothing. 0. Okay, so FCD equal FCE equal negative, because we'll take it to the other side, negative FCE cosine 56.3. that is number 2. All right, so we know here that FCD equal 4 kilonewton. So we can get FCE. So FCE equal negative 4, let's make it divided, cosine 56.3, FCE equal -56.3 negative 7.2, negative 7.2 kilonewton. We have FCE. So guess what? We can, that's if we say number 3, we can put 3 in 1. So now we can get FCB. So FCB equal, FCB equal negative 7.2 multiplied by sine 56.3. negative 6 kilonewton. Okay, now we get FCB, the first one, or FBC, whatever. So how we can get FBD? Okay, let's pick up the other point. We can pick up actually B. Why we pick up B? Because we have FCB and we don't have this one. So that's the easiest one. We have only one unknown here. So let's pick up FBD at point C. Okay, let's do it like that. FBD and there's FBC. Okay, now we need to get this angle. Okay, back to this point. So no, this one is 8, well, this one is 4. If we want to get this angle, it will be the same thing. tan inverse the opposite, which is 4, over the adjacent, which is 8. So this one is 26.5. Oh, my bad. We don't have to actually to get this one. So think about it. We have this 4 here, and this one is 8 here. We can get this one straight, which is 26.5. This one also is going to be 26.5 because basically opposite over the adjacent. So this one 26.56, which is 26.6. Okay, so the same way we did to get theta 1, we're gonna do it in theta 2. Here the theta opposite over the adjacent give you this one. So theta equal, let me write it down if you didn't understand what I'm talking about. 4 over 8 equal 26.6 degrees. Okay, now we have the theta. Let's do the same step. As I say, if that is the force and that is the theta, if you want to get it for the direction for the theta here, so here will be FBD cosine theta 2, and here FBD sine theta 2. Okay, now we have everything that cancel. We have this one in x-axis, x-axis, y-axis. So we're good to start. Measure of f of x equals 0. What is in x-axis? FBC plus, because both of them in the same direction, FBD cosine theta 2 is 26.6 equals 0. So now we can get FBD. We have FBC. So think about it. We have FBC if FCB. Here we go. That's -6 plus FBD cosine 26.26 equal 0. Okay, let's take the -6 to the other side. So FBD equal 6 over cosine 26.6. Therefore FBD equal 6.7. Alright, so we get FBC was negative, so FBC is compression, and this one tension. Why? It's just the sign. You see this sign, if it's negative is compression, if it's positive is tension. Right, just to conclude what we did, we'll make point C and point B. We choose point C because we know CD, so we have two unknowns with 3 equations, so we can get it. We choose this one because basically it's easier to get FBD format because we have FBC already. So we did the same step, f of x, f of y. We don't have to do momentum. Basically f of x and f of y is kind of like give you everything you want. And basically it's gonna be like another deal with momentum and all of this stuff. Just let me know if you have any questions. Again, if you didn't see the other videos, please watch it before you're doing this, or basically to understand the whole idea of the statics and all of the equilibrium questions. If you have any question, write it down and please let me know about it and I can solve it for you. And have a good day.